So fast. Hi everyone, good evening. It's another episode of Shine at 9. It is episode 25 and today the episode is entitled Tech Talk for Education. What's the future of education? And today we have a very special guest in the studio with us. As usual, I call them special guests because they're all special to me. And tonight's episode is sponsored. Two sponsors for the evening. Let me tell you about the first sponsor. The first sponsor is Click Branding and Marketing Strategies. A little bit about them, about the company. A branding and marketing consultancy, Click Branding and Marketing Strategies firmly believes in making business happen in an ethical and collaborative networking manner. Click is looking to not only make business happen, but also find ways to giving back to society in the work that we do. Business with a purpose is what we stand for. Wonderful. That's Click Branding and Marketing Strategies. And the second sponsor for the evening is SDE Entrepreneurship Academy, right? Reading from their website, we are a strategic alliance of business people, key corporate leaders, investors, and young entrepreneurs who are committed to accelerate the growth of entrepreneurs while delivering value-added services to our partners through bespoke programs. Your business is our passion. Well, I love that. Thank you so much, Click and SDE, for being the sponsor of this evening. So, without much further ado, episode 25 will be with Mr. Sajeet Soudagar. He is the CEO. Hang on, yeah, let me bring up all the details about him. He is the CEO of Night Information Solutions. If you are here for the evening, click like and welcome him. Hi Sajid, thanks for waiting behind the scenes.
Hi G.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Not so bad. Have you taken your dinner?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's 9.
It's 9. It is quite late. Sometimes I get nervous and I don't take my dinner that early.
Wow.
Yeah. Preparing for the show, I do get a little bit nervous sometimes. Yeah. So I'm so happy to have you on my show tonight. Thank you for first accepting the invitation.
Thank you for having me here.
Okay. So actually, you brought it to my attention that today is the Silver Jubilee of Shine at 9.
Yes, congratulations.
So thank you. You're a special guest then. Silver Jubilee. So do you have silver hair? I haven't seen you in a while. So yeah. Okay. So well, Sajid. Okay, who is Sajid? Yeah. Sajid is a CEO, a business mentor, and a philanthropist. He has helped multinationals in setting up new geographies, educational initiatives, and diversification. So I met Sajid actually interestingly on Facebook, and from there he is a really friendly chap. So from there I actually got to know him a little bit better, met him in person, and yeah, he's definitely from the first day itself that I met him, he's definitely a business mentor character. That's what I think had us talking for like what, over an hour, Sajid, the first meeting itself.
Oh yeah. And then you were chatty as usual, even in the first meeting.
Yes, I'm very chatty. Okay, Sajid, tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
About myself, I find it always difficult to talk about myself. I think I'm quite interested in education, and I've been very passionate about education for the last 20 over years and 25 years actually. have spent a considerable amount of time studying, learning how people learn, how different age groups learn, and um, and then have tried uh, and tried to wanted to have an academy. Then I thought, rather than just have one academy and have a smaller focus, why not collaborate with more with existing academies? That way you reach more people, you touch more people, and you help more people.
Right.
So yeah, so hence I started the company. It's been 12 years now since Night Information Solutions is going on.
Very interesting. Okay. Just to be clearer, the spelling of the company is Knight, Knight, Knight Information Solutions. So if you want to look them up, they do have a website, and all the files that I when I save Mr. Sajid's face to create the artwork and all that, I always put there KIS. KISS. It's very memorable and easy to remember. So, Sajid, the reason we are here, actually, the reason I invited you is because I understand that you are having an upcoming event. Yeah. But before we talk about the event, I would like to know, because the event is actually called Tech Talk for Education. I would like to know, how did this the brand name come about? It's very interesting.
Well, so we know how education landscape has been changing, right? So
Mhm.
sometime early last year, we realized that technology is going to play a very major part in education, right? And education technology, or edutech as it is popularly known, is taking lead. So traditional education is face-to-face education, including that, or online education. Everywhere technology plays a major role.
Mhm.
Whether it's managing the education institutes, whether it's managing the students, whether it's managing the learning, evaluating. So all of it. There's so much of technology that goes in learning these days, right? So we wanted to bring all the experts of education technology under one roof early this year,
Mhm.
and do tech talks for education, right? And we had we wanted to bring in people from around the world. Unfortunately, COVID happened, and that thing had to be moved. That event had to be moved for end of the year. So
Yeah.
the date is yet to be announced. But yeah, that's how tech, because it is technology, and we talk about technology. That's how it's tech talk for education.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. So this term was, when it first came out, your whole team got on board and prepared it, and along the way, like what you said, MCO happened, and then what happened to this program?
Well, the program, the actual, the physical conference will might happen much later in this year. There are a lot of things that need to get clearer still. So we are waiting for things to clear up and have a clearer picture, so we can finalize the date for that. But meanwhile, so that we keep the momentum going, and then, excuse me, if you
Right.
notice that during MCO, the whole landscape changed. What we were predicting to happen 5 years from now has leapfrogged, and education and technology has overtaken education completely during MCO. Right.
Like what?
So,
What are these predictions, for example?
I mean, you look at how schools are conducting classes using Zoom, right?
Hmm.
Uh, Technologies like Zoom, Google Classroom, Microsoft Teams have become the front end.
Right.
There are so many online portals and mediums where education is being hosted, education is being sold. There are
Mhm.
online marketplaces for education, which has become that are becoming very, very popular and very, very active. Um, Governments are now seriously looking at online education as the main, as something that can be the main medium of education.
Mhm.
Earlier, it used to take us a lot of convincing to the government and the institutions to incorporate online learning into
Uh-huh.
their main curriculum. But now um, people had no choice, right? It had to come through. So
Right.
yeah, so as you see, learning online has become so mainstream, and our generation, the younger generation, has taken up to it like fish to water.
Interesting. Interesting. So even the parents are taken by surprise, especially the parents.
Yeah,
Not only their world is changing, they are working from home now and everything, and suddenly they too got to adapt with the lives of the what's changing to their kids with their kids.
exactly, exactly. And then nobody expected, right, that this the people to adopt it so easily.
Mhm.
And I think, like I said, it's become mainstream. The traditional education, the classroom education, is now optional. Of course,
Mm.
everybody likes to go back to class, have the touch and feel, meet people, but even remote classrooms are very much possible. And if kids can do it, we can do it.
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely true. But for adult learning, is it the same structure though? Kids are more easy to adapt, easy to bounce, more flexible. How about adult learning?
Sorry, give me a minute. There is some technical problem.
Sure, no
Just give
worries,
me a
no
minute.
worries.
I have a technical issue. My audio is gone.
I can hear you, actually.
Yeah, but I can't hear you.
Ah, okay.
I think I can hear you now.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Sorry. Let me bring back my video because I was
Sure.
trying to switch it on.
Uh,
Sorry about that.
no worries, no worries.
Yeah.
Happens all the time. I think even the technology is shocked that everyone is on it. Wi-Fi is like got shock. Hello, everyone who has joined us tonight. A lot of you are watching through my watch party. So I would like to say hello to many of you. Nepwa, Kingston, Melissa, Yihao, SK. Everyone is saying hi, hi. Afrita is here and also Amy Wong. Thank you so much for tuning in. In the meantime, while my guest is adjusting his tech over there. All right. You good, Sajid?
Yes, I'm cool. I'm good.
Okay. So we were just talking about how his company Night Information Solutions have created or rather have planned up this event called Tech Talk for Education, and it's planned for a big conference exhibition style where everyone can come together, talk about technology in the education sector. Because Night Information Solutions, they're actually an LMS software company, yeah, learning management systems. Yeah,
Sorry, Jonathan. Actually, not
am I
learning
wrong?
management. Learning management is only one of the technologies. We basically work on education technologies. There are
Education
plenty of
technology.
them. Yeah,
Okay.
not teaching, education technology. So we help manage all the aspects of universities, from registration of students to conducting the examinations to managing the attendance to doing the timetabling to managing libraries, even managing facilities like hostels, libraries. So
Mm.
um, helping with recruitment of students, managing the teachers, designing the curriculum. We also advise them on what is the future of jobs, so they can so we guide them what programs to start, what kind of degrees and diplomas they can launch, so that by the time the kids come out 4 years, 5 years later as graduates, it is more relevant.
Oh wow, I didn't know this aspect. Oh wow, thank you for educating me about this as well. So it's actually a very extensive software, Sajid.
Yeah, technologies and consulting. So we have all this suite of services.
So I can't imagine that currently only universities are using this. Which other industries?
Universities, training companies, different kinds of education institutes, and even firms, education consulting firms also use this.
Education consulting firms. Okay, okay, that's very cool. So it's not just for universities. So this is actually a very new scope for me to learn as well. I mean, I like education. I know education very well, but what your company is offering is new to my knowledge. Yeah. So we were actually talking about your upcoming what do you call that? Future of Education webinar series.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
It's yeah. Tell me. Yeah.
no, no, go ahead.
No. Go ahead. Come.
Yeah. Uh, so, as a build up to our event, and also I think taking in consideration the recent events that happened, and in light of how education scenario has changed and where we are headed, what do we expect in future. So I think it will be very interesting because we will be having expert guests in each of the episodes. It's going to be a monthly series, so it's a future of education series, right? Webinar series, except for July we have 2 episodes, but all the other months we have 1 episode each. So I think it's going to be very, very exciting. We'll have a lot of experts from the industry coming in, veterans in of the industry who have seen education change over 30, 40 years, 50 years, and how they see education. And we'll have a couple of moderators, myself, and then we'll have one guest moderator at all times, and then an expert speaker. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
Sounds very interesting. So when will be the first one?
The first one is actually on the 1st of July.
Okay,
That
this
is,
Wednesday, yeah.
this Wednesday in the afternoon. It's so 3:30, right? 3:30 to 5.
3:30,
Yeah,
yeah. 3:30
3:30
to
to
5.
5.
Mhm.
Yeah, so 3:30 to 5. So yeah, I think it'll be interesting for your audience to join in, and please come and um, enjoy, learn. Uh, what we call it is edutainment. Yeah, educate yourself and
Edutainment.
entertain yourself.
Yeah,
Edutain you.
edutainment. So who will be your guest this Wednesday?
Oh, Dr. David has is our expert speaker this Wednesday. Dr. David has been with education for a very long time. He used to be with University Malaya, handling the technology and their education. So he was handling their technology division first, and then he was handling the uh, faculty for IT for a long time. Then I think he got poached, or he got lured in by tailors. So he's been with tailors now for a few years, and you see how tailors has landscape of tailors education group has changed after he has after they have got him on board. So
Mm,
his contribution for education of Malaysia basically
mhm.
has been significant.
Interesting.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think I think
Yeah.
Sorry, I think what is interesting is with while we talk to him, we'll be talking. He has something very interesting to share in this episode,
Mhm.
right? He will be talking about future of jobs. Apart from future of education and future of learning, he will talk
Uh-huh.
about future of jobs. He
Okay.
has been giving talks in Japan, New Zealand, about how the landscape of jobs is changing, right?
Okay.
We should be very proud that somebody from Malaysia is going and being invited to address forums, expert forums in Japan, in New Zealand, in London, in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Very proud. Yeah.
yeah, and very interesting. And this the future of jobs talk itself is a 2 hour talk, but what we will do is we'll just concise it and play it in 10 minutes. So you get to
Is
hear
that
the best of it.
possible, Sajid? Is that possible?
So I hope we can cover the best of it because we
Two
will
hours
give
to
a
compress to 10 minutes.
because
2 hours.
we have so much more to cover.
Sorry, Sajid?
I mean, we have so much more to cover, right? We want to cover about future of education. Future of
Mhm.
jobs is just a small diversion from there. So it's an interesting topic. I think people should know about it.
Yeah, it's true because now you can study so much, and then what happens beyond that? You study is to secure a good future, a good job. So yeah, the follow up to studying, to end of studies would be what Dr. David will be sharing. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a bit distracted right now. You know why? Because as you are speaking, I am trying to put up all these little banners for you. I'm just typing it in as we speak. So that is
Thank you.
why my eyes are going all over the place, and you can see me like, little bird here, typing out everything. So, Tech Talk for Education, Future of Education webinar series number 1. This will be the first episode of for a few months. Yeah, you guys have got a few months planned, right, for
Yes.
webinar series. Yep. So the
Till the end of the year.
very first one till the end of the year. Wonderful. So the very first episode will be held this Wednesday, and registration is open. And the best part of this is it is free. It is free. So everyone can register. So if you are involved in the education field, if you are in the training management field as well, this would be a good platform for you to get all the knowledge from Sajid and his expert speaker for the episode, which is Professor Dr. David Asirvatham. Did I say his name right?
That's correct. And it doesn't only have to be people from education because education touches all of us. It's an important aspect of our
Mm.
life.
Definitely, that's very true. So even parents with kids who are, I don't know, in universities, in middle school, high school, they might be interested to know also where is the future of education headed. And what other things will you be talking about in this Wednesday's series episode?
So we'll talk about so I think essentially what we want to talk about is what jobs will be there in the future, right?
Oh, okay.
So,
You covered that too
so
this Wednesday.
yeah, that's what Dr. David's topic is, right? So what are the
As in
jobs of
what
future?
jobs are available in the future?
Yeah, what are the jobs of future, right?
Oh,
So if those jobs are available, how do you learn that, right? So to get to
interesting.
future of education, you need to know future of jobs as well, right?
Ah,
So
yes. So
so
you're
we
like
cover
reverse
future.
engineering it.
Yes. So as an overview for future of education, we will talk
Mhm.
about future jobs. We will talk about how education will look in the future. What are the technologies available now? What technologies will be available in the future? How people will change? How teachers will change? What skills teachers will have to have? What are how learners need to have readjusted mindset? So how parents will be affected by this, right? So it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be fun.
Can you already see changes happening at the university level, for example? Like right now, before you want to talk about future?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we have been flooded, right? I've been. I mean, as you noticed, right? You've been trying to reach me and messaging me. I normally am very available to talk, but in the last, I think,
Few weeks.
four weeks,
Hmm.
I have been so busy because we have been constantly being flooded with requests to meet and do some discuss and share ideas with universities, colleges, schools. So yeah, so things are changing. People have realized that status quo has changed. The new normal has changed, and if you don't change, if you don't adopt, then you'll be left behind.
Yeah, totally. Okay, what other questions have I prepared for you? Actually, you've covered all the questions that I was curious about the upcoming shows, and you've covered everything. Okay, what can we expect in the future of this Future of Education series in the next coming
Oh,
months?
okay. We will. So we have topics for each of the episodes. We will talk about especially for universities and um, can you hear me and see me?
I can see you. I can hear you and see you, but I think I don't know your
Okay.
video flipped.
Just give me a minute. This is the problem is every time I get a call,
Uh-huh.
my volume goes off and everything goes off.
I
So
see. I
okay.
see. I know. I
So
know.
yeah. So we for education institutes we talk about how the who is going to be who are going to be the new students, right?
Mhm.
How do they recruit students? How do they look at
Mhm.
recruitment of students? Then we will be talking about um, how do you manage institutes in this in the future.
Mhm.
Um, so there's so many topics. I think we'll probably share all the topics eventually. At the top of my head, I'm distracted and I can't
Ah,
remember on top of.
it's okay. But I think the upcoming one in August, sorry, not in August, July 22nd, which is also a Wednesday, it's about recruitment of students. And I think that's a very, very unique topic. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
sorry. You'll have to repeat that.
No, I was just saying that oops, sorry, my guest has dropped off. So in the meantime, while waiting for Sajid, I will just share with you the poster once again for the upcoming event. This is the Future of Education Tech Talk by Night Information Solutions. All right. So this is only the first episode to quite a few actually. It goes all the way till December, and it'll be just the overview of to discuss the future of education. Where are we right now, and what seems to be happening already in the market? And this is very interesting for anyone and everyone who are interested in the education sector, who are involved in the education sector, who has kids in school. Yeah, you might be interested to enroll in this to sign up for this web series, webinar series. Okay, I am still alone in the studio. Sajid hasn't popped back in yet. So for everyone who has any questions for Sajid, please ask in the comment box as usual. We will attend to your questions as soon as we can. Hi, you're back.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. So
Okay. I
see,
can.
unfortunately,
Okay, there you go.
unfortunately, I since I was out all day and I did not have my
Mm-hmm.
laptop with me, and I'm taking this on my handphone, right? And I'm keeping
Ah,
and calls keep coming, and then things get disrupted. I'm sorry about that.
no worries. No worries at all. Don't worry. I think the audience might want would be interested to know that we are using StreamYard to broadcast on Facebook Live. So with StreamYard, guests can actually we can actually log in using our mobile phone. And yeah, your mobile phone is actually a very busy device. So Sajid, it's okay. Don't worry about it. So I was trying to promote your 22nd of July event as well. And I was just
Right.
saying that it is actually a very interesting topic. Do you mind sharing a little bit about that episode, that series?
Which one?
22nd of July, the recruitment one, recruitment of students.
Yes. So essentially, what I was telling earlier, right? So in this, we will be telling the education institutes what kind of what are the students of the future, how the landscape of students has changed. It's not going to be traditional anymore. Everybody's going to be a learner. How learning is going to be learning on the fly. Everybody will learn at different stages of life. How learning becomes very, very retail. Learning is going to be retail, right?
Oh,
Right
that's the
now,
first description I hear of that. learning is retail. Mhm.
Yeah, and how do you recruit these students? How do you market your program? So where do you recruit your students from? What technologies can help you? How do you find these students? How do you reach these students? So
That's a
yeah.
very
So
interesting episode. I'm very interested in that because it's a topic that is zoomed in topic. So that sparked my interest.
yes. So I think each of those topics are like that. So I think um, it'll be if you can share. You have the details of all the episodes. If you can share it with your audience, I think they can, if they are interested, they can register and join in it.
Okay, sure. If with your permission, I am happy to share because I
Thank
have
you
you
so much.
on the show, right? So with your permission, just give me a moment. I'm switching screen. Okay, here we go. All right. So if you are interested in the upcoming, the topics are, yeah, as you can see on your screen. 1st of July, we mentioned the overview. 22nd of July is recruitment of students. 5th of August, so mark in your calendars, 5th of August, future proofing education. 2nd of September, students engagement. 7th of October, infrastructure for education. The 4th of November, flipping the classroom, and the 2nd of December, optimization in managing the campus. So basically, it's the first Wednesday of the month. Am I correct to say that, Sajid? First Wednesday of the month,
That's
yeah?
correct.
Right. So even if you forget all the dates that I read
Yeah.
out to you, it's the first Wednesday of the month. And after the show, I will also put up this schedule in the comment box, in the chat box on Facebook. So, you guys can consume that. And if you are interested for more details and, if you forget anything, don't worry, as you are aware because you've seen my show before, all details will be parked at Back to School Co. So it's very easy for you to reach out. Of course, you can reach out to me lah. So easy. Yeah. Sajid, we have a comment here from Heidi. Heidi A. Rasid.
Mhm.
The future of education should be where it is, accessible to everyone, regardless of affordability level. Yeah.
I totally agree, and that's the whole revolution we will see: democratization of education.
Wow, that's another good concept. Sajid, you're full of good concepts. Education is retail and so many more quotable quotes you're saying tonight. So if you're just joining us for the evening, right, we are at the tail end of our discussion already. Sajid has been sharing with us what is potentially the future of education, what he sees to be the future of education, and his upcoming Tech Talk for Education webinar series. So Sajid, is there anything you want to add before we end the show?
No, thank you for having me. Thank you for allowing me to share with your audience. I hope more people can benefit and more of them can register for our web series and join in. Look forward to see you all there.
It's true. The web series are amazing because he has expert speakers with him, and he might also have guest speakers to contribute their opinion, what have they experienced, and what they think would happen. It's already happening right now. That if you're in the education field, you can adopt to your school. If you're a parent, you can encourage your children in the same way, in the right direction, prepare them, and it will benefit so many individuals, even for adult learning. Correct, Sajid? Yeah, I'm saying the right things, yeah?
Yes, you're right.
I don't want to be saying the wrong thing and giving the wrong information out because education is for all. So we as adults, we don't stop learning as well, continuous learning. And well, if the universities are changing, so if you're thinking about taking masters, taking doctorate, well, it will affect you as well. It's not just for the younger generation. Yeah. So, okay, with that, I want to say thank you to especially my sponsors for the evening. Click, very long name, Click Branding and Marketing Strategies, who is all about branding, whether you're talking about your company's corporate branding. They will make sure you get all the value for your investment, and they will be assisting you to spend on ads well. If you reach out to them, they are on Facebook as well. I will leave their contact details on the comment box. And also SDE, Entrepreneurship Academy. Thank you so much for sponsoring this episode. SDE is an Entrepreneurship Empowerment Alliance specializing in tailor-made and bespoke programs to accelerate the growth of entrepreneurs. Yeah, so thank you so much. And before I say goodnight to all my beloved audience, thank you so much, Sajid, for being here with me. I know you're so tired from today's events. You've got so many meetings, but you took 30 minutes to be with me here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, G.
Good night.
Night.